Looking clean, feeling strong. Looking clean, feeling strong. Looking clean, feeling funny. Cause I smell like money. Get money, and we gon' get money. Them boy fresh, but they not this stunning. When I walk by, even smell like money. Dope man clean, not the damn stain on me. Get money, and we gon' get money. Them boy fresh, but they not this stunning. When I walk by, even smell like money. Dope man clean, not the damn stain on me. South Dallas drop, South Dallas drop. I'm the kind of dope to get in the city hot. Dope man fresh, chain on the chest. Body rock the stage, ain't a stain on me yet. Dope man fresh, chain on the chest. Body rock the stage, ain't a stain on me yet. Dope man fresh, chain on the chest. Body rock the stage, ain't a stain on me yet. Get your swag on, get your swag on, get your swag on, get your swag on. Now get your money out, get your money out. Make it rain in the club till your money gone. Ain't a stain on me, 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 ain't a stain on me. All in the club, bitch, it ain't a stain on me, ain't a stain on me. If you don't know me, my job is to let you know. Hey! What's up? Oh shit!
If Young Metro don't trust you, I'm gonna shoot you.
Woo! Million a week. Hey! I bought her ice off a leech. Ice, yo, playing for keeps. Suck up the game, she a leech. Came in the game with a key. My pockets blew up Monique. Ooh, she got that perfect physique. I sip a brick to her cheeks. Now that I'm getting this money, I'm fucking neat that they tryna get calmer. This nigga week, I been stacking them ends and I'm snatching that rape in the morning. I was the nigga locked up in the cell and they treated me like I was normal. Thanking the Lord for the blessings, I just let the megala dressing up formal. Look at my boogers, they big as you. You can get shot with your nigga too. Just to make a nigga do boogaloo. Billy Moose ain't with the sea masseuse. I'm having more strikes than the Adidas. Dicking them out like an edible. Niggas start shooting, you better move. I fight for my gang, I won't let them lose. Yo, bitch, she wantin' to fight. This shit all started off lights. Hopped in my DM and wrote me a kite. Flight, she on the very first flight. Finesse a nigga, then get this shit right. Sight, right, nigga, good night. Poppin' that shit cause he thinking he pipes. 100 rounds run with the knife. Me and the walk, Biggie and Pop. But we so different, we keepin' the Glock. I'm on the yacht and the yacht on my watch. Fucking the thought on the ocean, Dubai. I'ma play dumb, but I see all the plot. She know what I'm by. You hit this dope and your heart gonna stop. They callin' the car. Up on the jet, this is 20 passenger. Officer the maniac, I'm the massacre. I take your heart out and shoot your bladder up. Get to the top and we blew the lateral. Run up my money, I'm talking lateral. Got that bitch high off a perk and Adderall. Pull out the fire and you better grab it off. Bitch, I'm offset and I'm about to set it off. Million a week. I bought her ice off a leech. Yo, playing for keeps. Suck up the game, she a leech. Came in